Hello, welcome back to Lotus Yoga and Counseling. We're gonna do a video tonight about processing through some uncomfortable emotions. I was feeling quite fine throughout the day. Then I got an email from my accountant. Now I don't feel so regulated. So we're gonna break out the paintbrush and the hot glue gun and maybe rip some stuff up and see how it helps. And I'll talk you through the process so you can see how I'm regulating myself. And you can do this too. So stay tuned. We are going to just leave work stuff out. I don't really feel like trying to put it away right now. So here's why I think this is probably, a helpful video to show you. Is it's not very often that you get to see a mental health counselor having a little bit of a struggle. And is this dry? And yeah, like I said, I was actually doing really great up until about maybe not even 10 minutes ago. And then I got an email from my accountant asking me something, and I was like, oh God, nope, I did not do that thing you asked me to do. That's gonna be a costly mistake, literally. So I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit, feeling like I should have been a little more on the ball. Also reminding myself that I have not been in private practice very long. I got into private practice in 2022. Yeah, so wait, is that right? No, 2021. And I had never been a business owner before. It's just me in my practice. I do have a biller, thank God, because believe me, they do not give us any information in grad school about how to be in private practice, how to do your own billing and such. So I thought I could do it, and I didn't. It was a really good example of how you can, you don't know what you don't know, because by the time I found my biller, it was like, thank God, you're gonna be able to help me with all this stuff. There was a lot of catching up to do. Let's just say that. I don't know what I'm doing. I chose black crepe paper. This is like those banner things. I feel like when my brand of anxiety comes from the unknown, for sure, like, how am I supposed to respond to this? I'm a planner type person for the most part, and so if something doesn't go right, I need to be able to prepare for what I have to do next. It's a pretty common issue with anxiety. You know, your nervous system gets dysregulated, and you want to be able to protect yourself. You want to call on some resources. You want to call on what parts of you need to be called on in order to protect yourself or even people you love. So if I can't do that, that honestly makes the issue worse. It's like I already don't know what to do, and then the fear of realizing I don't know what to do is worse. So let's see if any of I got these from AliExpress. Let's see if any of these can go on here. You know what's interesting? These are actually, I think, really invalidating at the moment, because these are all very positive messages. When you know better, do better. Whoa, okay. That one's going on there. That one's going on there. I don't know why, but I think this card needs to be on here. No, I don't. I don't want the card. I don't know. This is one of the reasons why I think I picked up a paintbrush again. I go through these periods in my life where I don't paint for a long time, and then something about it calls back to me and I'm like, I've got to paint. And I think it comes from just how satisfying it is to like smear paint around. And then especially if you do this, just drop a glob on there. That was probably a little too much for this surface, but I like the idea of showing that like I was feeling fine, and now look at what my anxiety is doing. I'm gonna cover this whole thing. Plus, this is just a really beautiful purple color. Let's revel in that. It has created an interesting, like, texture to it. Okay. Let's... What do I want to do now? I'm liking the feel of this. Maybe I could do something with this. I think I'll put that on there last. Or maybe something with tissue paper? Oh, okay. Here's a really good example of how you can use imagery in these kind of things to represent, like, you know, in a metaphorical way. I was feeling like sweet Alice here before. Okay, well now I feel like that. We'll go ahead and stick her on there. And I'll know she's there. This is what happens to our inner child sometimes, actually, because Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite things from childhood. That is one of my hairs. Ew! Oh, no, it's not. It's from hot glue. That's so gross. Ugh. That was not so nice. That was a perfect metaphor, and as sad as I am that I just ripped up Alice, it's a really good example of how when we get dysregulated, our adult selves take over, and all the things that make our inner children happy get lost. Like, if I look really closely, and maybe you can see this too, she's under there. I didn't completely cover her. Let's actually take a little bit of that off so you can see her a little bit better. I don't know if this is working. It is a little bit. Blah. All right, I'll leave it. You can get a hint of something underneath it. So there's that. Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of, oh, what the heck is that book called? Completing the Stress Cycle, I think it is, by Emily and Amelia Nagoski. And it is really good about explaining that in order to complete the stress cycle, just like an animal, a human needs to be able to get their heart rate up and then bring it back down in such a way that it explains to the nervous system that you're safe now. Because oftentimes our body does not understand the difference between, like, hey, we're getting chased by a tiger, and hey, you might be losing your job. So let's say you were worried about something like that, like losing your job. You know, your heart rate can get up to, oh, look at that, can get up to a similar figure. a similar pace, and your body is like, okay, fight, flight, freeze, fawn. What are we going to do about this? But then you just sat, you know, in your car and didn't do anything. You just sat there and freaked out. You've got to do something. So, like, go on a run, do a bunch of jumping jacks. Like, one of the things that I just did that I can tell helped a little bit was I just spread all that paint all over the place, and I'm doing things that are kind of exciting and out of my comfort zone. Like, what the flip is this? I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm going back to this crepe paper. Apparently it appeals to me in this moment, and I need to use it. Content, or process over content. And I like the hot glue right now, so that's happening too. Why am I making it in this, like, shape? Probably to represent the way it ripples out. All of this stuff can be looked at, like, interpreted. That's why art therapists are so valuable. They can help you see this symbolism, kind of take what was going on internally for you and discuss it with you, help you understand, like asking the right kind of questions about, how did you decide to do that? And they'll talk about it. The next thing you know, it's like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Aha moments are amazing. When my grandfather died, it was really traumatic for me. I won't say why, but it was really traumatic. And one of the ways I coped with it at the time was painting. I painted this, like, multicolored, really bizarre, like, vortex thing. And I even kept it for years. I think I finally got rid of it after doing lifespan integration therapy. I was like, okay, I don't think I need this anymore. But the thing I'm making here reminds me of it. But I don't think I want to do it all the way around, because the thing that got me so dysregulated and that got me to do this in the first place, I know that I'm going to be able to fix it. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. But for now, I'm leaning into the discomfort and showing you that you can be productive about what you're gonna, you can be productive. It's gonna be okay. So with that being said, let's put a little more of this texture in here, something that kind of indicates, like, some structure. We've got lines instead of a huge gob of dark color. And the circles were also, I think, a part of finding structure. It's gonna be okay. I think one of the difficulties about getting dysregulated before bed is, like, what if you didn't have access to this stuff, or you didn't know how to do any of this stuff, or didn't realize you needed to do anything like this? You then that's when you go to bed and nothing really gets addressed. Okay, that made it worse. Oops. Looks like a barcode. Looks like some sort of Shadow Realm barcode. All right, let's get Alice back in here. I want the other side of that Alice. I really want to do, if you're one of my clients, you'll be like, oh my God, Kelani's talking about this again. But if you're one of my clients, you know that I talk about the power of nostalgia all the time, and how I want to do some research about the power of nostalgia at some point, because even just looking at this, oh no, even just looking at Alice in Wonderland and, like, the rocking horsefly and the bread butterfly, and then you got a Cheshire cat. Like, it's all just so perfect and whimsical and lovely. Whoa. What else do I have? I also have this. It came from like a mood thing. I don't know if I have the right bits for it anymore. Okay, hold on. I'm not feeling giddy, but I like the lines on top of the head where it's like, it looks like you are losing your mind a little bit. I like it. It goes with the aesthetic. Ooh, that's hot. Jeez. Okay, I'm already feeling better. This is why I do this. Let's find a couple more things to put on here. Is this the day for the frog? I'm gonna do something with this frog. You guys don't even know. If you didn't see my last video, or second to last video, it's this guy. I'm gonna find something really special to do with that guy. I don't know what it is. He's gonna be front and center of something. I love this, and I almost want to get this tattooed. It's really pretty. Cheese. What else am I gonna use this cheese thing? The cheese needs to be on here. I need another hot glue thingy. Where's my hot glue sticks? See, look at that. Was I singing when I started this video? No. Le fromagerie. I apologize to anyone with a French accent. Boom. What do we have here? We have Gorgonzola, double Gloucester, double Gloucester, Dutch, cheddar, Cheshire. Oh no, I covered the Cheshire cat with the giddy. Okay, that just means we're gonna have to get another one. He's like my favorite character. He's gotta be on here. Want a different one. Is he in this one? Yeah, but his silhouette. All right. I'll have to find another. All right, you see how at the beginning I was like, my inner child is not coming out to play. Well, she is now. Look, it's gonna be fine. Adults, Kailani is gonna figure out this stuff with the accountant tomorrow, because I'm definitely not gonna do it tonight. Oh, no. Oh, it's like one of those double layer ones. Okay, it's supposed to be like that. Okay, watch. I'm not even kidding you. Ripping things, destroying things, tearing things. If you've watched Sex Education, you've seen how important it can be. I don't feel like I need this anymore. It's gonna be fine. Look, see that? We're getting some more of that pink and nice teal underneath. This is part of the process. Don't worry. This was never going to be something I like took a picture of and put it in my journal. This was never going to be something, you know, too terribly exciting. It was, let's make something for the sake of the moment. I'm walking away with ink, like paint on my hands. That's how you know I had a good time. It's okay. There we go. Okay, so when I started this video, I felt like I was at, where were we at? On a 1 to 10 scale, I felt like I was like 1 being down, wow, down in dumps, and 10 being cloud 9, I guess. I don't know. I was like 4. I definitely wasn't neutral, but I was on the way down to like, uh-oh. And then I did a little self-care, a little exploration, a little somatic experiencing stuff, and I feel closer to like a 6. I'm definitely feeling better. I'm gonna go co-regulate with my husband, play with the pets, clean all this up, feel a little more in control of my life. And that is what it looks like to regulate yourself when you're not feeling 100%. It is doable. It took however long this video is for the most part, and you can do that too. All right, I hope this was helpful. I hope this wasn't me just rambling, although it often is. So if you found this helpful, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do, send this to someone else who you think needs to see it. And I'll see you in the next video. Take good care. Bye!